guys, it's Molly with Made in Amador. So now that we've made our DIY screen, we are going to screen print our shirts. And so again, this is not how the pros do it. They have fancy machines and really professional equipment. This is just DIY at your house. If you need to make like up to 10 t-shirts, and if you have a Cricut Maker or a Cameo or Silhouette or one of those things to cut out designs. And in the previous video, I showed you how to apply your template of your design. This is a cutout of a vinyl sticker, and we've applied it to a screen that you can get on Amazon that Speedball makes. It's a 10 by 14 screen printing screen. And we've covered the border with blue painter's tape so that there's no gap showing through except for where your design is. So anywhere that you can see through is where the paint's gonna go through. The other things you need is some kind of paint. Again, I got this on Amazon. You need a squeegee. I got this on Amazon too. This isn't the one I love to use, but I can't find that one. So I just use the plain red Speedball 9-inch squeegee. That's what I use, but I can't find it. So, and also have some paper towels or rags nearby, and have a plate or two to place down the squeegee when you're done painting. So I have all those things nearby. You open up your paint, and we're gonna give it a stir. So give it a good stir. Containment of the paint is really important because this stuff really does not wash off really well. So even on your workspace, if there's any spots, it'll get on your shirt and you won't notice, and it'll dry on there and you will never get it off. You can also choose to do this on like a marble countertop, or if you use a little piece of MDF to go inside the shirt or under the shirt, that would give it a smooth surface. I'm actually gonna see what it looks like with the plywood. I think that would be pretty cool, but whatever texture you have, it will show up on your design. So you start off with a blank shirt. I get these at Walmart or on Amazon or somewhere, but you can also use just whatever shirt in your closet you have that doesn't already have something on there. Just make sure that it's not too see-through, because the paint will go right through. And if you do have a thinner shirt, then put something inside of it like newspaper or the MDF board or something like that. So we're gonna place our screen down, and the rule of thumb for me is about 4 fingers below the neckline, or kind of in between the armpit line. That's where a design should really go, but it's really your preference. And if you have a long design, of course, it's gonna be something else. But this is all just about eyeballing it as far as straightness and centeredness. So you're gonna lay it down, and if you have any kind of collar or anything or pockets, it will kind of interfere. So using shirts without collars or pockets is gonna be in your best interest for a successful screen printed shirt. Again, this is not what the pros do, and this is not flawless. So there are sometimes flaws in these shirts, but sometimes they come out pretty good. All right, so I have dabbed on like a Dixie cup or 2 worth of paint right on top of my screen, and I am going to press down on my screen, and I'm going to use this squeegee to kind of smooth the paint over my design. So if you think about frosting a cake, you kind of want to make it smooth and you want to cover the whole thing. So make sure that you're covering plenty of paint into your design. You don't need to press down a whole lot right now. Just make sure that it's nice and covered. All right, so now that you have it completely covered, and I know I'm using white paint on a white decal, so you can't really see it, but you can't see my design at all. So my logo is completely covered in paint. So now I'm gonna go to the top of my screen, and I'm going to press down fairly hard. And then I'm gonna wipe most of the paint off to the bottom so that I have a clean squeegee again. And then you go to the other side of the design and do the same thing. So 1 pass was good for me. You might need to do more, but basically the name of the game is to clean off most of that paint so there aren't any bumps or thick spots. And then what I do is I just lean up against the shirt on the counter, but you can also lay your arm down on the shirt and pull the screen up. But whatever you need to do to lift the screen up, and there you go. And I keep the roll of tape nearby so that I can lay the screen on top of something so that the screen doesn't touch your table, so that you can hang your shirt up somewhere. So there's our finished product. That was super simple and quick and easy for me. It might take some practice for you, and more intricate designs may take some more practice. Simpler designs may be good for starting out with this. So basically, you need to hang this up somewhere so that it can dry fully. The pros use like a quick, like a toaster oven type thing where it like makes it really, it makes it cure instantly, or they have some kind of conveyor belt that it runs through and it's totally dry when it comes out the other side, which would be really awesome. But this is DIY and this is my shop, so I'm just gonna hang it outside in the sun so that it can dry in probably like a half hour or so, which is probably how long it's gonna take me to do these 15 shirts. And then when you're done waiting for it to dry, then you use a heat press or an iron, or throw it in the dryer for a cycle so that the heat will cure this ink so that it doesn't wash out. If you ever tried this before and you've skipped the curing part, you'll know that the ink really doesn't come out, it just fades. But if you do heat press this or run an iron over it, it kind of solidifies the ink and it makes it look thicker and it will prevent it from washing out so much. So I recommend doing one of those things. Either use a heat press, Cricut makes one, but I didn't get that one. I got the one off Amazon, the $120 one, because I do this all the time. You can also just iron it a bunch. Just make sure that you cover all of the ink for like a couple seconds. Don't burn your shirt. Or you can throw all of them into the dryer. Just make sure that they are actually fully dry, because if you crumple it up, it'll mess up your design. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Leave your questions in the comments below, or go to madeinamador.com to see all the other videos of all the other stuff I do. And thanks again. Bye.